SB60 3416 Fair City Pilot Episode Part 1.
You'll never live it down, Ma. The front page and all, you'll be the talk of Ragnall Place. Do I look all right? You look great. What do you think, Dad?
Embarrassing.
What are you talking about?
I can hear the slagging already.
Where were you, Shirley, when the photograph was taken? Were you hiding on your missus? Is that the new boyfriend?
See them all down in Mackay's gawking at me.
And never mind the begrudges. You can tell them you took it.
Hi, Ma.
Oh, Barry. Where did you get that awful tie in the photograph? The navy one with the crest I bought you for Christmas would have been so much nicer. Have you seen the cat?
I didn't have time to organise anything.
You'll stay for a bit of breakfast, won't
No,
you?
Ma, I just brought the usual. And my good trousers and cream short ironed.
Hello, Gimme.
What does COMMUNITY spell, Lily?
Trouble.
What?
Community leader. Wouldn't you think she put a smile on for the camera? Very sourly looking, isn't she?
I think she looks alright. Looks like she's smiling to me.
Would you call that a smile?
What else would you call it? Look, our mouth is even in the shape of a smile.
How come you couldn't get your face in the picture? You are that nephew of mine.
You weren't asked.
Of course not. Might steal some of the limelight. God knows but Jack Flynn deserves to be in that picture more than Barry O'Hanlon. What's Barry O'Hanlon, only a jumped-up rent collector? There. Hard as a rock. Just the way Jack likes him.
Well done, Dad.
How are your eggs, Jack?
What?
Your poached eggs, how are they?
I'm running.
Well, that's how you like them, isn't it?
No. I like them hard.
Hard? I thought you liked them running.
No.
You don't like them running. I could have sworn.
I like boiled eggs running. I like poached eggs hard. Yeah. Help yourself.
I don't like eggs at all.
And Boston as well. Good old song, More Than a Feeling.
How are you, Petal?
Nothing doing, Dad.
No more got run to the airport from town. Didn't want to hang about out there all morning playing cards.
Happy birthday to Dee.
There's an awful lot of taxi men losing their wages and poker skills out at that airport.
You're well for you, I was saying. Able to come and go as you please.
Sitting outside people. What's a good time to catch Barry O'Hanlon down at that centre?
All day. He never leaves the place. Why?
I've a very good business idea for the centre. Can't be driving along in the taxi.
I see you back here for lunch.
No, I'm going to be tied up in the studio all day.
Like to go out for dinner tonight?
Yeah, sounds great.
Back here, about 8.
I'll call.
I heard that before.
I'll call. I promise. And by the way, will you do a tidy up on the house? Your stuff is everywhere.
Worried about our new neighbours, are you?
Supposed to deliver all of them, Jimmy, inside.
Morning, Rita.
Morning, Noel.
Should you not be getting a move on, Nolan?
I don't think I'll bother going in today.
Why not?
Just don't feel like it.
You're not well.
Do I not look well?
You look okay. You look fine. Maybe you shouldn't bother going in if you don't feel up to it.
You know the way you get with work sometimes. The pressure, it all just seems too much.
Who are you telling?
We're going to be murdered down the centre today. What would the birthday do tonight?
Max Kelly's going to need you, kid.
I know. Listen, don't say anything to my dad about what I said. You know the way he worries.
I know the way he worries over you. I certainly do.
Great right up in the centre altogether. Maybe I should have taken an ad in it.
That's really good, isn't it?
Not as good as seeing how well you and Kay are getting on together.
Hey, Johnny.
Jack?
You still practicing away?
When I'm left.
Jack, love.
Auntie Lily, you know that window cleaner of yours? Would you get him to drop around to my place and give it the once over?
Of course I can. We'll have a little poached egg, seeing that you're here.
Party going on down there. So happy birthday to you, Morris. Have a good time tonight with lots of love from your mum and your dad. That's all the birthday requests for today. To one and all, have a really marvelous
Don't stir, Charlie. These dishes will get washed by themselves.
Good.
No, it is not good, Charlie. It is bad. Like them horses. Why don't you arrange it for the bookie to get your disability money direct?
Oh, very funny.
I wish it was.
Here's one should win the 4 o'clock. Henpecked.
Very funny.
That'll be Paul. Will you get it, Dad? Give it up, Ma. He won't be ringing.
Paul.
Just a minute, Paul.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Is it Tony's birthday today? Would you not come to the do for a half hour even?
I don't like those gatherings. People drinking.
It's only a fundraiser for the centre, sure.
I don't like that community crowd. Look down their noses at a body. Anyway, I wouldn't go without your father.
Going up to the hospital.
Of course.
Would you buy some chocolates for me?
Very funny. Just what the doctor ordered. Call round for your shirt and trousers later.
Okay, Ma. Morning, Lily. Want to lift to the centre, Auntie Lily?
Come with Johnny on the back of the bike.
What?
Only a condom, just from the shop.
Pop up, soup or aunt.
What time are you finishing up that, Dad?
Oh, I suppose the usual. About 6.
Wouldn't be any later.
Shouldn't think so. Why?
Oh, it's just that I've lost my key. My front door key. Look, it doesn't matter. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
See you, bye.
I thought you had gone.
No.
Something the matter?
No, nothing.
What are you standing there for?
I was just thinking, why don't you leave the back door open? Just in case. Or better still, you could give me your key. And if I can't find mine, I'll get one code. Thanks. Here's your Irish Times, Barry, and your free copy of Young Outside People.
Oh, it's all right, Rita. I haven't.
I'll take another one, they're free. Pass it around to your friends.
I will. See ya.
Thank one meeting like this, boss.
Well, people are going to start talking. The Paul, Barry, on your way to the centre?
Yeah, where else? You over with the man?
Oh, where else?
Oh, you all head off to the mammies when you want something done.
Here, do you want a lift? Car's over here.
No, we'd rather walk. Thanks.
Yeah, look.
See you.
Did you see it? How could you miss it? Good, good. That fella's ugly mush staring up at you.
What fella?
Professor O'Hanlon, who else?
Ah, no, I'm not talking about the photograph. I'm talking about the ad. The ad for the shop. £31.60, inside back page. Doyle's Corner Shop, open 8 till 8. £15.80 for the inch.
I'd need me glasses to read it.
We sell everything.
Oh, very good, very good. Give us a pound of lard, or the day will be over and I won't have a breakfast eaten.
Lard, did you say?
Lard, yeah.
See you later, right?
See you.
Have you got change for the phone?
Just a minute.
Is your mum making a birthday cake for tonight?
Ask her.
Any post, Bernie?
Yeah. Cozy heat. Cozy heat.
Thanks. I'm expecting a call from Cleary's.
Okay. Oh, I left those letters on your desk. Did you get them?
I got them signed, thanks.
Have you got that change now?
Have patience, will you?
Any post, Barney? Thanks, Barney, love. There's some invoices for typing.
I won't get round to these till Monday.
Oh, but they're for orders going out today. One's really urgent. It's a taxi job.
I'll do my best.
Have to get the money in.
I mean, just look at all this work.
I know how you feel. If I see another soft furry toy after today, I'll trot it as God's me, George.
Chuckle's baby wear.
No checks.
I could have saved you the bother. Oh, somebody called Linda phone for you.
Oh, Linda who?
She didn't say, just Linda.
That public phone's knackered. Any chance?
You know the rules. Hey, you two. What's all this? Where's the invoice?
Hey, use my private line downstairs.
Thanks, Jack.
You shouldn't encourage him.
I need you looking after.
Copeland House, good morning. Can I help you? Mr. Flynn. Jack! Can I say who's calling? Linda. Oh, Linda, I gave him that message.
Keep an eye for me, girls, will you? I hate this work, you know that?
Last week you loved it.
Last week was different. I wish we were still in Spain.
Spain? That was ages ago. Do you have another row with your mother?
Stepmother. She's my stepmother. Sorry. It's okay. No need to be sorry. It's only me.
Big one, was it?
We didn't have a row, actually.
Are you just in bad form, then?
Yeah, I suppose so. Max doesn't seem quite with it today.
Ah, she's away with the fairies. She got like that this time last year at the opening. Remember?
I wasn't here then.
That's right. He's around this fella's Bertie, Tony. I think she was half expecting him to turn up. She's crazy. He's been gone 3 years or something. He'll never come back. He was always a strange bloke. Moody, you know. Like his mother.
I wouldn't say Mags is moody.
There's a lot about Mags Kelly, I wouldn't think. How long would you say she was married before the Tony fella was born?
You're not serious. I'd never thought that of Mags.
There's a lot about the Kellys, you wouldn't think. I just wonder how much Paul Brennan knows.
Knows about what? About Bernie, you mean?
I know. Not about Bernie. About a fella called Breffney Malone.
Who's Breffney Malone?
That's fine. Don't touch them. Okay, Colin, give us a voice check.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay, that's fine, Colin. Take it away.
This is pop music's friend and yours, Sonny Vinnie Vickers, broadcasting from Dublin's very own Northside. And we send birthday greetings to all those who celebrate a birthday today. And this is for the inhabitants of Ramsey Street.
He's not bad, is he?
Why do you all speak the same? What are we doing money-wise? 10 yesterday, 6 today, 25 an hour, 250 cassette.
How much?
Nearly 5 ton.
I knew I must be paying you for something.
How would you be fixed for long today if I needed it?
You mean you didn't take your cut already?
No.
I believe you. What's it for anyway?
Private.
Ah. For tying knots, is it? Dum, dum, dum.
There's that order, Bernie, and it's urgent. I mean, really urgent. I'm avoiding Barry like the plague, see you?
Bernie, was that I, Liam? Look, absolutely no more calls. I'm in a meeting, right?
Okay, Barry. Paddy, it's Bernie. Ashling Toys. It's urgent. Hold on. Rathfarnham.
Rathfarnham? That's the bog end of the south side. I've got a contract with the government this morning. No, it's not a taxi job. Graphics. Government artists, you know. Drawing the dough.
You're worse than me father for the double meanings. Government artists, how are you?
Max!
Listen, are you going to do this job?
Worse than your father, am I? What do you think? Rathfarnham back before 12.
Do that and back in a hackney cart.
You've just engaged the driver.
Thanks, Paddy.
Is it about the birthday speech for tonight?
Nope.
Oh, trouble?
Ashling Toys. I'm going to have to let them go.
Oh, no.
Afraid so.
I thought you drew up a business plan for them.
We did, but they haven't been able to meet the targets.
That's terrible.
And only in 6 months behind with the rent. Now, by our own rules, we've no choice but to let them go. By hanging on, they're only making things worse for themselves.
We can't let them go. Not today. Not on our first birthday.
This is business, Mags. I'm serving them with a month's notice at the end of the day.
Bernie Kelly had the dress picked out now, and then Breffney ditched her. It was the talk at Ragnar Place for months.
Coffee, please.
Milk or cream?
Black.
45. Some people say he ran off because she was Swedish. Would you say that could be true?
Dunno. Better than being pregnant anyway.
Yeah.
Imagine if she'd been carrying his baby when he ditched her.
So, let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Cannot carry plain looks like that. Can you understand that? Yes.
Okay, Studios.
Are you a disc jockey?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Straight down the basement.
Gotcha.
We're an enterprise, not a charity.
We are also a community effort.
Sure sign it's Friday, what?
Don't talk to me about community, Mags, please. Not after this morning.
I will talk to you about community any time I want, Barry O'Hanlon.
Okay, I'm sorry. But it's just business. It's a cruel world. Our own financial position is not great. If we get into serious trouble with the bank, then the future of this entire project is in jeopardy. Now, the bank won't accept promises, and neither can we.
The bank didn't put us here. The bank didn't open that front door out there. We got started because we got up off our backside and did something. The community, Barry. That is who we owe our allegiance to. Not the banks. We owe it to the community.
That's right. But if the individual enterprises can't pay their way, then I've got no rent. And if I've got no rent, then the phones get cut off, and then the light, and then the landlord evicts us, and we close.
Copeland will never evict us from here.
Just popping down to the bank, Bernie. Will you take messages?
That's academic, Max, because if we can't pay our way, we close. Period.
Trouble?
No, Friday. Copeland House, good morning. Can I help you? Linda, you've just missed him again. I told him you called, yeah. Jack! Any message? You're on the move. I'll tell him. Bye.
We're talking about one enterprise.
At the moment.
Let me talk to them.
No, hold on.
Let me talk
No,
to Eileen.
hold your horses,
It never
Mags.
does any harm just to talk.
If there's any talking to be done, I'll do it.
Don't play the big boss with me, Barry.
Then I want to know what you're going to say.
Just going to talk.
Mags!
How was our front page star doing?
Very funny. Keeping him out of the bookies, Paddy.
You should try living with her. Here, what's wrong with your mother?
What are you doing here?
I'm going along to navigate. This fella's been known to top people in Delia Street looking for Trinity College.
Your old fella hasn't been across the Liffey, Bernie, since the family went on holidays to Sandymount 30 years ago.
We never set foot in Sandymount. We always went to Rings End on the holidays.
You'd make a great double act if you weren't so pathetic.
Here, this came in the post for you. A telly message, they call it.
The address on this? Oh, I see it. Bye.
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 delighted with the tape. See you around, bye.
What's that?
That's nothing.
Let's see.
It's nothing.
There's nothing else to harm me seeing.
It's private.
Oh, your secret lure.
Yeah, something like that.
Fair City Pilot Episode Part 2.
What was Dad doing here? I sent him off on a job. Eileen from Ashling Toys. Urgent delivery.
I wonder how many bouquets they'll pass along the way. Coffee with only a spit of milk
10 out of 10.
and a chocolate biscuit.
No, I think I passed in chocolate biscuits. Sure, I'm trying for the marathon.
Ah, go on. Sure, it's on the house.
Making big decisions now, giving out free biscuits.
When the cat's away.
The cat could be my mother-in-law someday.
Is that what your star said today? Wedding bells?
Maybe. And what's it to you, anyway? I'm going for a run at lunch hour. What are you doing?
Hadn't really thought about it.
You fancy meeting me in McCoy's after?
No, I better make sure my dad's okay.
Charlie?
Well, I better make sure he has a lunch.
Can't see Charlie going hungry.
Well, he hasn't been eating well lately, and you know how contrary he is.
You weren't too bad.
You were all right. What we got there. You've got a flat. Open the boot.
You've no spare. I must be David the Dawn. What in God's name we gonna do?
Call a taxi.
Messages, Bernie?
Linda called again.
Oh, still no surname.
How many Lindas do you have on your little black book? The message is she's on the move.
Some girls will never learn, Bernie.
What do you mean by that?
Would you make the same mistake twice? With the same man?
This is Paddy Clark here. We're stuck out in Rathfarnham with a burst tyre. Well, who am I talking to then?
Oh, Brendan, who else? No, Bernie's not here. She's gone home early to fix Charlie some lunch. He hasn't been eating well lately.
Look, get my Annie to ring social welfare, because I'm going to be late. Tell them I'm sick, food poisoning, anything. Oh, by the way, Paul, Charlie's standing here beside me. No sign of Bernie's lunch. No, thanks, old scout.
Oh, that was great. Don't know about this marathon. 10k maybe. Oh, we'll get there, What are we getting through this wall? Okay, down with that nut. Come on.
Hey, Bernie, how much did you spend on an engagement ring?
It's not going to question us that to ask me.
Straightforward, how much did you spend?
I don't think a man should marry until he's 40. Or a woman until she's 30.
That really answers the question.
Are you and Bernie trying to nothing?
I was thinking about making a public at the bar to do tonight. What do you think?
Give me half an hour, Max. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Jacko. You're not as black as you're painted.
You ruined my reputation.
On the house.
How's your lunch?
Fine. How was your run?
Yeah, it was alright.
Good.
Charlie like his grub?
Charlie always likes his grub.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was off it.
So did I. But he wasn't at home today. Did you see him in McCoy's?
No, he was out with Paddy on a taxi run. They had a flat. Listen, do you fancy going for a drink after work?
I really have too much to do, Paul. Ma's going to need a hand with the bacon and the sandwiches.
Mad's as well able to look after that herself.
We can meet before the party in McCoy's.
I'll go on to the meet you after work to surprise you. I want you to pick out the ring. The engagement ring. And I thought it'd be nice if we announced it at the do tonight officially. So what do you say?
I really don't know what to say.
Hold you over?
Yeah, you could say that.
So what's your answer?
What's the matter? I'm under investigation. What? The Dole fraud squad.
You're not serious.
I've been grassed on. Somebody grassed I was cozying.
Oh, may die road. May die road, whoever he was. Worse than passing a picket line.
Wasn't you, was it, Charlie?
You think I'd do a thing like that?
Well, I mean under pressure or anything. Got you, Charlie. A minute I got you there.
You were having me on.
No, it's not often I catch you, but I caught you lovely there.
Nicest part of the week, Friday. The whole weekend ahead.
Looking forward to tonight? Sort of.
That should be good crack.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
I've got a lecture before I leave. Wrong clothes, too much makeup, home early. Thank God they've got a pub to run and won't be there themselves.
Parents are embarrassing at parties.
How?
They just are.
Oh, but I'm not embarrassing.
You're different, Mags. You're more like a real mother.
I am. What's a real mother?
You know, you don't crowd.
My dad always pesters me at parties. Whether I'm having a good time or not.
Mine too.
He's always asking me why I'm not up dancing.
I do that. God forgive me, but I do.
But a young person could talk to you, Mags. You know, things you'd be afraid to discuss with your parents.
And I'd say that's true.
That's a terrible thing to say. I mean, young people have got to discuss things with their parents. It's the most important thing. I thought your generation had gotten over all of that. I really did.
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't.
Now, what would you not discuss with Noel or Kay?
Messages, Bernie?
Linda called.
She's persistent, I'll give her that.
In person.
What?
In person. She's in the coffee shop.
You're joking.
I'm deadly serious.
What'd she say?
Something about you asking her to stay with you any time, she said.
What does she look like?
You mean you don't remember?
Well, it's been a long time. Remind me.
She's pregnant, Jack. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm only joking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You shouldn't joke about them things.
I'm sorry.
Saw my whole life flashing in front of me there. Yeah, I'm going home.
Well, what'll I tell this girl?
Tell her anything you like. Tell her I won't be in the office until Monday.
I can't tell her that.
Oh, yes, you can. Just give me an envelope, will you? Here. Give this to your mother. Okay? I'll see you on Monday.
Oh, check me out.
What's up? What's up?
Ah, taxman. Comprende.
Where is she?
Linda. Jacko invited her to stay any time.
So he's trading Sharon in for a younger model.
I don't think Jacko realises that yet.
There's Sharon.
And here's a big get up for all those feeling a bit down today. Let's hear it. Get up! That's it. And remember, boys and girls, you only live once. Or as the graffiti in Michael Jackson's Lou puts it, life is not a rehearsal. So book up. Do you hear me? Pretend it's our birthday and book up. That's it.
Book up yourself.
Knock him. Last domino.
You have the double six.
Couldn't get rid of it.
You could have gotten rid of it there.
I know. I played the 6-5 instead.
Always get rid of your doubles first opportunity.
I missed you earlier. Where were you?
Out delivering the teddy bears with this chancer. We got a puncture. We've no spare in the car.
Not my responsibility. I don't own the taxi. I'm only prosing.
You'd imagine you checked the spare all the same.
You're just bulling because I've got you outside the toll.
Is there anybody in?
Usual Friday lunchtime crowd. Barry and Paul were in earlier after their run.
Make you laugh. They run it off in the park and they put it straight back on in the boozer.
No, Charlie. They were both on lemonade. I think they're serious about this marathon.
When lay odds don't finish?
I lay odds. They don't even start.
But you lay me odds on that Paul fella taking your daughter to the altar.
That's putting her up to you, Charlie.
I hear wedding bells there.
You know what I'm going to tell you? He's a very nice young fella. He doesn't know what a Yankee is. Would you credit that?
Doesn't know what a Yankee is.
I mean, would you trust any young fella that didn't know what a Yankee was?
You won't change your mind?
I can't.
You don't even have to pick one. Just come down and have a look.
Paul, love, I can't.
Why not?
I'm not going through all this again.
Your mother's in there with Barry. Let me have a word with her.
You drag my mother into this and I'll never speak to you again. Do you hear me? I'm serious.
Okay.
Don't do that again.
Trying to start the weekend off on the right foot, you know?
You're getting worse than Barry and Mags.
Yeah, their attitude.
Paul, it wouldn't be a Friday without them having a row.
I don't know how Mags puts up with them.
Anyone coming for a drink?
Quick.
No!
I only asked.
Come on, Bernie. With Nolan's connections, we'll get one on the house.
I can't have a packet of peanuts without the Pope's permission.
Don't be a stick in the mud. I can't, Anne, honestly. Got better company to keep. Not at all. You go, Paul.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Do! I have to do what you're told, Paul.
Yeah, come on, son.
Good afternoon, Copeland House. Can I help you? I'm sorry, Mrs. O'Hanlon. Barry's in the middle of a row right now. Can I take a message? His shirt and trousers are ready. I'll tell him. Bye. What do you want?
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. What are you asking me am I okay for?
Have you got change for the phone?
I want to know where Ashling Toys got this rent money, Max.
They're not obliged to tell you, Barry.
I don't want to play games here. I want to know.
There's nothing in the rental agreement obliges them to tell you a thing.
I'm going to start losing my temper, Max, if you don't tell me what's going on here.
What makes you think I know anything more about it than you do?
Because you organised it. Now, will you stop treating me like an idiot?
Look, the rent is paid. They have fulfilled their side of the bargain. Now, will you leave well enough alone?
Is that the way you want to play it?
I'm not playing anything, Barry.
Okay. I hope it wouldn't come to an ultimatum, but I'm not accepting this rent. Not until I know where it came from. Every penny of it.
Are you serious?
Deadly serious.
You can't refuse rent.
Do you want to try me?
Then I'll tell you. I went to Eileen. She'd scraped together £230 as part payment. So I borrowed £250 off Jack Flynn to make up the rent. That is how it was paid.
You went to Jack Flynn behind my back.
I'm organising a fundraiser to pay him back.
And does Jack Flynn know what this money is for?
I don't.
Didn't you tell him?
I don't remember.
Mags!
I told him they were in trouble. In trouble with the rent.
So another tenant knows more about what's going on in this building than I do. Wait, hold on, let me finish. Indeed, another tenant is making financial decisions about the viability or otherwise of an enterprise unit in this centre while I sit here twiddling my thumbs. And to cap it all, the head of the committee, namely you, Max Kelly, is organising this whole thing behind me back, so that I made it look like a proper fool!
Fair City Pilot Episode Part 3.
first date, remember?
No. I still have the receipt.
Well, maybe I'll keep today's.
Two years and 10 months, Breffney. It's a long time.
Look, before you ask the question, Bernie, your father died last week.
Oh, Breffney, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't even know.
Yeah, well, the family moved down to Kinsale just after Dad retired, so obviously you wouldn't have heard. I came home to bury Dad and be with Mum for a while.
I wondered why you were home. Give your mother my condolences, will you?
Yeah, I will, of course.
Don't believe this.
Well, why not?
Because I went through this dozens of times, and this is not how it went.
Why? How did it go?
Sometimes I just saw me holding you. That's how it was for the first few months. Then that turned to anger, and I started shouting. Shouting at you for an explanation. And cursing you for causing me so much heartache and pain. After that, I stopped feeling. I cut you out. Completely. Why didn't you write, Breffney? A card, a line even, just to say you weren't coming back.
I wrote that letter 1,000,000 times. It's just I could never send it. I always wanted to give myself just a couple of more weeks to get my head together. Then the weeks became months and it became harder then. Because I'd assumed I'd lost you.
Do you realise the heartache you caused me?
Yes, because it was breaking my heart too.
But you're the one who went away, Breffney, who needed the space. I was totally dependent on you. There was nothing I could do. I was helpless.
And I was helpless. I was running from one side of Australia to the other. Running away from something. I didn't know what. Fear. Fear of committing myself, of being tied down.
Running away from me.
Looking for the perfect woman. Perfect relationship. And then, the more I ran, the more I realised I'd never find what I was looking for. So I stopped running.
And what did you find?
Me.
The perfect woman.
I think I'm as close to her now as I'll ever be.
Don't think you can fool me with that romantic nonsense.
Miss Bernie Kelly.
Yes.
These are for you.
Right, you'll have another drink.
Not me, Paul. Too early in the day.
Sure, it's Friday.
I work here too, don't forget.
Just me and Ansel. Point Noel and a vodka and bitter, please. Point Charlie.
No, thanks. I'm just on my way home. See you, pal.
I think there's a big fancy there, huh?
Sure, he's hitched.
I'm sure that'll stop you. See you later.
Vodka and bitter.
Thanks. You'd want to take it easy. You're fairly knocking back them pints.
Isn't it our birthday? Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday.
Can I ask you a personal question?
As long as it's not too personal.
How come you haven't got a steady boyfriend?
So, you still got your half of the photograph?
What photograph?
The one taken up in the house. You probably don't remember.
I'm not sure.
We said we'd, always keep them.
Do you have yours? Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
Can I hold your hand, Bernie?
I'd prefer if you didn't.
It's okay. I don't want to push things.
So, were there no women in Australia?
No?
No broken hearts down under?
No. Well, apart from one or two casual affairs, no.
Nobody like me waiting for a letter?
No chance.
All that big, huge country and not one woman to suit our breath.
Not one.
Couldn't find one to match the mummy.
There's a lot of truth in that, mind you.
Is all this the truth?
All what?
All what you said.
Look, I've had 3 years to work things out. 3 very tough years. Look, the way I see it, you fall in love once. I mean, really fall in love. You were my once. It's just I didn't realise it at the time. It took me 3 years to work that out.
Do you mean that?
With all my heart.
Hold my hand.
Look, I know I can't just expect to walk back into your life after all this time and start making demands. I'm going down to Kinsale for a couple of weeks to be with Mum and the family for a while.
Of course.
I want you to think about things while I'm away. You know how I feel. I'd like your answer in a couple of weeks when I get back to Dublin.
What do you think of my relationship with Bernie?
Honestly,
Shoot straight out with it.
I think she dominates you a lot.
Yeah, I think that's it. She said today, anyway. What else?
I think you've got to assert yourself.
Spot on. I should have done today.
Be more firm.
Tell me how. You're the woman.
Well, don't always do things her way. Insist on them being done your way sometimes. Like on a Friday after work. If you want to go for a drink, insist that she comes with you.
Can I say something to you, can I?
Sure.
You're perceptive, do you know that? Has anyone ever told you that before?
No.
Did anyone ever tell you that apart from being very good looking, you're very perceptive? And you are good looking, you know that, don't you?
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Oh, well, if the truth embarrasses, then the truth will have to be.
Annie, are you in there?
Are you locked out, Paddy?
Oh, no, Lily. Just loaned the door to the key.
Will you come in and wait here till she comes?
Ah, no, thanks. She'll be back any minute.
Will you come in and make you a cup of tea?
Ah, no, thanks, Lily. It only spoiled the dinner.
You mean you haven't had your dinner yet? Will you get in here out of that before I call the ambulance for you? Kick your shoes off there like a good man.
Ah, no, I'll stick with the way I am.
If it's smelly feet you're worried about, you need worry no more. So kick your shoes off there now like you're told. There you are now. Hard-working man like you deserves his few comforts. Not like a lot of this unemployed crowd. You must miss a woman terrible in that house of yours beyond.
Ah, no. You managed after a while on your own.
Suppose you're right there. Now, I don't like to interfere, but if you liked, Paddy, I could go over and give the place a little clean for you every so often.
No, Lily. You see, Annie does that.
When does she do it?
Just for the weekend. And her days off.
And how long more do you think you're going to have it to help you out? She wants you to be running off to the altar before you'd say Jack Robinson. And what are you supposed to do then with no woman to look after you? It's a man's serious thought, Paddy Clark.
Well, Lily, the tea was lovely.
You haven't finished it.
Oh, well, I've got to get home. Do the hoovering and the ironing.
Your home is locked. You can't go anywhere.
Didn't expect you back.
I said I'd be back.
I never mind what you say, Jack.
You're learning.
We'll have to go out for dinner. I didn't expect you home, so I didn't get anything in.
Did you pay the milkman?
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah?
It's Linda. Call any time, you said. You don't remember Galway, the caravan?
It's just that I have visitors at the moment.
So I see. Needn't worry. The nick's very easy. I'm Linda. Has Jack told you about?
Why should he?
I met Linda in Galway. Told her to drop in on us sometime.
Well, there's plenty of guest houses round. Cheap, too. They'll suit you perfectly.
Thanks all the same, but I think I'll take up Jack's offer. This is fine.
Well, I've a few bits and pieces to tidy up down at the studio. Why don't you two get to know each other? See you later.
You better come in. Mrs. Kelly to see you.
Sit down, sit down.
I came to apologise, Barry. Sincerely.
There's nothing to apologise for, really.
What I did was very undermining of you. I realise that now, but I didn't see that at the time.
You know, I've been thinking. Maybe that's the way a place like Copeland's needs to be run. The way you'd run it. Spontaneous.
You don't believe that, Barry. You know you don't. We'd be closed in 6 months.
I don't know about that. A year, maybe.
At least we can still have a laugh.
It's a good job I like you, do you know? And what have we got to do about Jack Flynn's money?
We're going to give it back to him and say we don't need it. But, thanks anyway.
Right. Get home, you. Get ready for the party.
Ron Willis from the Dublin Zoo. And he tells me that the snake is not poisonous and it's not harmful.
Cheating.
Testing. The ham and onion are definitely the best.
Right, I'll keep some of them for you, so.
You must have made it up with the professor.
Ah, he's not the worst.
Not the best either, but not the worst.
Now, don't you start.
You're the one that's not to start getting into bad humour again. Now, we're going to celebrate.
You know how it is. It's stupid, but every year I build up my hopes that he'll ring.
Don't bother worrying about that fella.
It's all very well for you to say. He's not your flesh and blood.
Exactly. So I'm not going to worry, and you're not going to worry. And we're going to have a great time on ham and onion sandwiches.
What do you think?
Not much of a party, is it?
It's too many geriatrics.
Oh, that's an awful thing to say.
What's a geriatric?
Someone over 30. I hate parties with food. They're always real boring.
They'll be having a sing-song next.
Yeah, let's have a sing-song.
Well, I don't know.
You'll be lost without a few sandwiches.
Well, you've certainly eaten enough of them.
Only for the sandwiches that Lily wouldn't have the legs danced off me.
What have sandwiches got to do with dancing?
Well, you can't dance when you're eating, can you? As long as me gob's full, I'm away. She almost proposed to me earlier this evening, you know?
I think you're loving all the attention.
No, don't you, sir?
Did you ever get me an egg sandwich with no onions, Helen? No.
There's onion in all the egg sandwiches.
I know. That daughter of yours like chewing gum. Must have breastfed her, did you? Have you been looking?
Where?
Coffee shop and record player. Look, they're holding hands, and he's as good as engaged.
She's an awful slut, that one, you know.
Waltz?
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, folks, I have a very special request here, so I want everybody to grab a partner, and I want to see everybody up there bopping away.
It's the egg, Lily. No onion.
Eat the sandwich, we can have a dance after.
A dance now. Set the shop to roller.
Well, everything's settled.
If she's moving in, I'm moving out.
Well, I'm glad you managed to sort that one out between you.
You're not worth it, love.
Let this be the anthem to our future years.
Have a word with you, Paul.
Otherwise engaged. Can't you see I'm otherwise engaged? Hey, we haven't finished dancing.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to, son?
Look, stay out of it, Dad, please.
Exactly. Do what your daughter says and stay out of it, please.
Cheeky little...